So I'm Nick, and I am a Lego collector. I am primarily a Star Wars Lego collector, but I have a little bit of other themes integrated in there as well. Like I have a couple MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe Lego sets, and I have the giant Hogwarts castle. Just the amount of detail is really astounding. Some of my favorites include the UCS Imperial Star Destroyer. It's a set that demands its attention. The Ultimate Collector's Y-Wing from 2018. I've just really loved the Y-Wing as a ship. March 2022, Thor's hammer hit the shelves. And then of course, there is the 7,541 piece Ultimate Collector's edition of the iconic Millennium Falcon. Oh my goodness, this is gonna take a while. I didn't realize how hard this was gonna be. What makes the Falcon stand out amongst a lot of them is one, just the fact that it is what it is. Like it's the Millennium Falcon. And also like just all the detail that is packed into it. And even some of the little hidden functions that match the movie pretty much exactly. Just even before unboxing it, it probably weighs around 30 pounds.
How big is the box?
Yeah, it's 21 inches long, 15 inches wide, and 18 inches tall. There's a difference between getting your regular Lego instruction manuals, and then you open the box and release a massive spiral bound book. I don't think the hands do it justice. Really, I have got my work cut out for me here. Where's that original box? Just so I know what's inside it. Sometimes you have all the pieces that you can just like dump out, right? But in some cases, and the Falcon being a really good example of this, you have 4 smaller boxes inside the really big box. With this one in particular, I have to have one bag out at a time because sometimes one module of the build has like 4 or 5 bags that go with it. So I have to use like the entire space on my table just for one bag. So many parts. That's what you get for buying an $800 Lego set. The building process on the Falcon is really just it's enjoyable pretty much all the way through. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we got half of them here. I did say almost all the way through because early on in the build, after you get the whole frame structure put together, you have to build the thing it stands on, which is its landing gear, which it's like, oh cool, next to your function, until you realize there's 7 of those. See, this is like the first familiar glimpse we get of this model. Like, I love putting together the little details, seeing what parts they use, building the small interior sections of the ship. This is the main hold with the chessboard, the hollow chessboard, and the diagnostics, and just in general, some just really fantastic detailing. Building the gun turrets in particular is interesting because you have a rounded piece where you're building in all sorts of weird and different directions just to give it a circular look. And the effect is absolutely astounding. So it's got this rubber stopper so the panel doesn't like slide around or anything as you're moving it. But you slide this panel right here and the blaster drops down and you can actually spin it to target ground troops that are approaching. And then to replace it, you just pop it back up. slide the panel in place. Every Lego set is different, and every Lego set has their own unique building experience. Like, there are some sets out there that I can't wait to build that I'm sure I'm gonna be like, oh, that's really cool how this is. Like, the helmet collection that started a couple years ago is an awesome example of really interesting techniques that you can put into it. The Falcon is a good example of why I do enjoy building Lego. Like, I remember going to the Lego store for the past 4 years, and every time I went in there, I would see this thing on display. And I'd always have to look at it through the glass case and be like, oh, this is so cool. But having it in front of you is an entirely different thing. You can really take it in because there's not something like blocking you from looking at it. Like, it's right there. You can actually look closely at the details. Especially with the fact that it took 14.5 hours to build this model, felt like a huge accomplishment. It's really hard to put into words. You kind of just have to experience it for yourself.